under to start. And it's going to be under 2 over 2 all the way around. But it's critical that we start with under 2. So then I'm going to go all around this side, and I'll show you when we get to the side or the corner what we want to do. So now, okay, this is perfect. So I'm at the corner and I've got these 2. That is my under 2. So what you're going to do, don't go on my foot. So now what you're going to do is you're going to, it's kind of hard to see. But you're gonna push, you're gonna grab these 2 with your pointer finger and your thumb, and then you're gonna push this at a 90-degree angle and kind of kink it. And then you're gonna pin it down here, and then you're gonna pin these 2 up here. So they stay in as kind of a visual reminder, and you go, okay, so I need to watch because this is my corner. So we're gonna go around. Same thing, over 2, under 2. So then we're at another corner. So now, what are you gonna do? So now I've got over 2 and under 2. So this is a little bit easier. So you're gonna make that over 2, under 2, and then same thing. You're gonna crimp it and see how I'm pushing in with my thumbs to make that 90-degree angle. That's what you want. So then you can actually take all 4 of these, if it's easy, and clip them. And then with the first 3 rows, I clip the corners as I'm weaving just to make life a little bit easier. So, same thing, we're gonna get to this point, 90 degrees, and clip it. And then when you get to the end, same thing, you're gonna crimp it, but then you're gonna go over, let's say with this, you're gonna go over 6 or 8 stakes, cut it, and then all you do for this, there's no step up. All you do, so I can kind of show you, is you lay it on top of the existing one. So this will lay on top of it, and then as this is woven up, this will hide where you, come on. This will hide where you stopped. So put a clip in where you end, and then always rotate each quadrant, if you will. So you ended on this one, you're gonna turn it and go to this side. Start your next row. Once we have 5 rows of the 5/8, I'll come back and show you how to do the green. Green, we're gonna do 6 rows of that. Same idea. So I don't know, let's show, which way is a good way to show you, everybody. So we're gonna start, same thing, real easy. You can see I've got the first 5 rows in there. So now, same thing, we're just gonna continue this pattern for another 6 rows with the green, and then we're gonna end on 2 white rows. Oh, there we go. So you can see how it's kind of taking shape. Gonna do 5 more rows of that. And then once we get back up to the white, I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll pack it down, cut and tuck, and I'll show you how to lash it. The 5 natural rows and the 6 green rows, so now we're gonna do the final 2. And this row is just to end the design, and then the last, the second one I'm gonna do, that's gonna be your false rim. So, go ahead and weave those around. And throughout this entire process, I haven't stopped crimping the corners or working on them, but once we get to the end, I'll show you how I like to finish them off. And then you can even tweak them a little as you've got, when you got the rim on. So we are at the finish line. So now what you're gonna do is you're just going to pack everything down to the bottom as best you can. And what I would recommend for this is just let it dry for like half hour, go walk away, have a cup of coffee or have a snack, and then come back, and when it's a little drier, the water won't act like glue. But right now, we're gonna pack it as best we can and just do that all the way around. And when that's done, it'll be time to cut and tuck. So now that we've all got this packed down, you wanna go around and every 2 that are on the inside, not the outside, because the outside is gonna bend over. You wanna go around and give them all a haircut. And trim them off flush that last row. It's okay if they're a little long to begin with, you can trim them off as needed. Now that we've given her a haircut, so what I would recommend doing is going under the first row, and if you can, go under another one or 3. If not, just go under that first one. Like I said, it's hillbilly basketry. Doesn't have to be exact, but the more you can put it underneath those rows, the easier it's going to be. Or more stout, I should say. So lift up and just pull it on through. And do that all the way around. So then on this next one, you can see it'll just be under these 2. So lift it up with your weave right, put it in, and pull it down snug. And do that all the way around. All right, so we're all cut and tucked, and now you want to make sure that you just go in and trim all these inside ones. And while you're doing that, you want to make sure that you have all of your rimming material soaking in hot water. What you want to do once this is finished is take these and crimp them like this. You don't have to worry about busting them as long as they're a little bit wet. But you want to really get in there to exacerbate that. So instead of ovals, now it's more of a square rectangle shape. So now you want to pull out your big clips and your X-Acto blade, because now we're going to get going on the rim. This is, I like to start on one end and start on the outside and clip it along that top row. And I make sure that I have a clip on all four sides so it really sucks that rim into that row. And then you want to make sure this overlap is at least 4 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to scarf that end and then lay that underneath. Now, you can do the same thing, but on the inside. So go ahead and clip it. You can measure from handle to handle and cut this into 2 pieces, which is what I'm going to do. Or if you don't want to mess around with that, you can just lay it on top of the handle and have it one continuous piece. Either way is fine. But you do want to make sure when you get to the handle that you want to make an X to reinforce that lash, and I will show you how to do that. A little bit extra, because then you can, as you get closer to the edge, you can shave it down a little bit. So now we're going to start on the lashing. So you want to make sure you go under at least 2 rows. Let's see. Go under 2 rows and then come back up, and you want to go over 1 and under 1, and then you want to make sure it comes out underneath the rim. So you can see how it's coming back up through the rim, and then once I pull this tight, it's not going nowhere. So then you're gonna do every 2, you'll do a stitch, because otherwise, if you go every 1, it's gonna break down the fibers and be way harder to do. So go ahead and get that first stitch in, and then I'll show you a trick that I like to use in order to speed the process up. So you want to make sure you open up those slots for every 2. So what you can do is, once you've opened up those holes, pull it through halfway, and then you keep looping I can get it through. So you can do like 3 or 4 or 5 loops. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 4. And then what you can do, those are already done, then you just pull it through. Alright, so now I'll show you how to go all the way around and do the handle, and then we'll get you finished. So go ahead and make that opening wider, and then you're going to go around just like you normally would. And you're going to make, going to the right, so you're going to make that cross. Then you're gonna kind of sort of maybe double back. So then you're gonna go over to the left. And pull it through. And then you have a pretty X, and this will create more stability. So now go all the way around, finish up, and you are done with your Gertie's garden tote. Hope you guys like doing this design, and hope you like this basket. Have a good day.